I'm just like washing my helmet a little bit, drinking some wine in the shop. I guess I'm gonna wait for some people to get in here. I hope my Wi-Fi is good. Let's see, I haven't tried it in here yet, so I hope the Wi-Fi is good. Let's go live chat. Let's see, first Wednesday of the month. We are live. Hopefully this is working. I see one thumbs up. Awesome. I don't see anybody in here yet. Alfredo, hello, ça va? Ça va bien? Hey, Blake, how you doing? All right. I'm just in the shop. I've been here all week and just placing stuff, and it's been a mess. Holy. This is still a mess, but I mean, I'm working on it. Cheers. Cheers, guys. Doing good tonight. All right. Awesome. Ben's, I think he's playing PlayStation right now. He just got a new PlayStation, so he's like playing his game, and he was really tired. We had such a big day, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm just sitting down and got the kids to bed. It was parent-teacher night. Hello, Rem. How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, I went out for a motorcycle ride the other day because I need to practice. I'm getting my real license the 5th of October. We've been clearing up from the hurricane. Oh my gosh, really? You guys got hit by the hurricane? That sucks. Hope you guys are okay. I'm busy and tired, yeah. I feel you, Rams. I feel you. Busy and tired. That's the motto these days. But yeah, I went out for a motorcycle ride, and there was a whole bunch of... Hi, Broke Wolf. Hi, Canada girl. Hey, Cookie. Yeah, and there was a whole bunch of bugs. And then, you know, there's supposed to be a lot of rain, so I just got my tire changed. So now I'm safer. I feel safer with a better tire. And I know that I'm going to be going out, and it may rain. So tornado, then a damn hurricane. Oh my gosh, Blake, that's crazy. That sucks. Ugh. I got this old sham. Wow. Never thought I'd use this again. Try off my helmet. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you guys got hit. I know that I've been following what happened, you know, with Johnny too in Hawaii. That was pretty incredible what happened over there with the fires and stuff. Wow. Here, it's just been so hot out. It's been crazy hot. I'm so glad that we got our air conditioning fixed because it was not bearable. And since it's September, it's so weird how like summer here starts so late. But when it hits, it just like, it goes crazy for a few days. And then it goes back down. Like this week, it's supposed to be a little bit colder. But yeah. I needed to clean this helmet real bad. But Andre, hello, good to see you too. I hope the internet's good here. I don't even think I'm on my Wi-Fi. I think I'm on my regular, because I tried putting music on for the live stream on my other phone, and I don't get Wi-Fi in here. And so this one isn't connected to the local network, so I can't have my music unless it's like downloaded music. But I'm afraid I'll get hit with like some songs that play on my playlist will literally hide my video from like the US or something like that, and that's happened to me in the past, so I have to be careful with what kind of music that I put on. But yeah, it sucks. I'm getting you know, situated in this place, and it's just been a process for sure. But yeah, I got my wine, I got my box wine, and I went out to the garage, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wing it. I haven't done my, like, seriously, I've been so busy with just getting everything situated. It's such a big house, guys. Like, I know I've been telling you month after month, but I think that there's so many things missing still in this house. Yes, it's box wine night, Russell. But yeah, there's so many things still missing in this house for me to do like a proper house tour. And there's so much stuff to do. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably just start doing videos and do the tour when I think it's good and ready, like up to my standards, because like my girls don't even have like their own, like they don't have a proper like bedroom with furniture and stuff like that. We still need, like, we're, you know, we're on Facebook Marketplace and scrolling and searching, trying to find local and used, because like we're really not people that buy new stuff. So it's just been a process. But yeah, I'm just gonna get some wax on my visor. See, this is my helmet, and it's got like a tinted, like automatic tinted visor. And so my dad said that I should put some turtle wax on it, and it'll help for like the rain and stuff like that, because I know it's gonna rain soon. Oh my gosh, this needs to be shooken up a bit. I haven't used this in way too long. Oh, and I got this tripod that I got like 2 Christmases ago, and this is the first time I use it. Here, I'm gonna turn it on and I'm gonna see if it works. But it's supposed to like follow me. So like if I move around, let's see. Oh my gosh, okay, it's going way too far. What's happening? You guys just got like a 360. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. See? So it kind of follows me everywhere that I go. I thought that was cool. So I was like, well, yeah, this is my messy garage for now. And then it's following me. It's so cool. There's the other side of the garage. But this is way crooked. I need to fix this. Okay, let me turn it off for 2 seconds. Yeah, it just spun around, didn't it? But still, it's not level. Oh, stop moving. It's not level. Oh, it's because it's on the... Okay, let me turn it back on. Oh my gosh. Is it gonna spin you around again? Oh, it will. Okay, so... Ooh. Stop it. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I have this turtle wax, and my dad said that for the rain, it's the best thing on the visor. He's been, you know, he's been doing motorcycle way more than I have, so he's got way more experience, and I thought that was a good idea. So I hope it's not gonna bother you guys that I'm moving so much. Oh my gosh. Stop moving. Okay, this might be a problem. It's following my hand, and I'm trying to hit the live chat button. Okay. She does need shed wine. I'm sorry if I missed a few comments. My thing just went crazy. But yeah, I tried putting music on. If it's too weird that it's moving like that, just because I'm literally just sitting here, well, let me know in the comments. All right. So how you guys been? Yeah, I might turn it off because it's just literally not stopping, isn't it? We've been like so busy. We put the boat back on the water on the lake because we have a spot now where we can put our boat. We have became seasonal campers at our local camping grounds. So I am pretty excited for that. We just literally got it like maybe a month ago. So we've been trying to see what we could do over there because we can set up the property as we like and, you know, have the boat and everything over there. So we're not selling the boat. We decided that we're gonna tough it out. And anyways, we put it up for sale and nobody wanted it. So literally nobody wrote us. And I've been putting a whole bunch of stuff for sale, and people have been biting. So I know that I think my prices are okay, but yeah, it's just trying to clear out a whole bunch of stuff. Are we done a little? Yeah, it's really nice. And like where we are, there's a muskie. You can go fishing for muskie. And one of my really good friends, well, actually there are a couple, like my really good friends in the village here also have their camper there. And so we're neighbors. We're literally neighbors at the spot, at the site. And he's got a boat too, and he loves fishing. So I'm excited. The kids love it there. It's been really fun. All right, how am I gonna get the inside of this thing? Let it pop it up. No, this should go from the inside. But yeah, we've been so I think that I'm just gonna go ahead and, like, I was thinking of a video. I was cleaning out this garage last week, and I thought of, like, the first garage that I ever had, and the first toolkit that I've ever owned, and then, like, how it, like, just exploded for, like, the years past, you know, like how we upgraded. It made me really think about it, and I was like, wow, it's gone by so fast, and I was really happy. Oh, 11 people in here and 11 thumbs up. That's awesome. 11. I've been seeing that a lot lately. Yeah, so this is pretty much my hangout spot. I've been for the whole week. I just have not let out. There was so much stuff here from the owners that we had to bring to the dump, and so it's just been, like, really boring work, but necessary. So that's, you know, again, another one of the million reasons that I give myself for not creating content, which I'm very sorry for, by the way. I just, you know, yeah, I think you guys understand. But yeah, I just figured I need to get back into it, and I feel like getting back into it. Oh, this is looking so nice. So nice and shiny. Yeah, I feel like getting back into it, but I think I'm just going to be like, okay, this is what we're doing now on our list of chores that we have to do. Look at that. I want to get some stickers on it. Hey, Kat. How you doing? Nice to see you. I have a new tripod, and it keeps on moving. Really sensitive magic eye on it. But yeah, yeah, I've been still thinking about, like, you know, where the future of my channel is gonna go and what we're gonna do, because it's been a transition. I must say, it's been a transition, and I know a whole bunch of my other videos are still performing, even though I'm not posting my older videos. You know, some of them, they just pop up, and they're, like, feeding my channel, and which is awesome. But the people are out here, and they just realize that I sold the farm, and it's you know, it's hard to understand for the newcomers. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm just here, and I feel like I'm boring these days, because, you know, I'm not posting anything, but my life has been far from boring. It's been far from boring. Now, my project for this week is to go get a whole bunch of decorations made for Halloween, because this is like, it's so crazy. Like, you move into this house and you realize I was in the middle of nowhere. No trick-or-treaters ever came to my house, right? So we decorated a little bit, right? But now, like, the people here, they already started decorating, and it's, like, huge, like, in the village. So oh no, what happened? What did Cat Mac do, Russell? I didn't see that comment. I'll have to check it, but I can't see it from my phone. I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, so my kids are, like, really into it, right? They really want to, because we always come trick-or-treating in the village. But this is the first year that, like, I really have to, well, I want to make this house, like, Halloween ready, right? And so I was looking at the decorations online and things that I like, and it turns out I have really expensive taste. Holy crap. So everything that I see, I'm like, okay, maybe I can make this, right? So I've been cleaning out my shop, and I'm gonna get a table here, and I'm going to get on it and get creative with it, so, which I'm really excited about. Like, and I don't even have to walk through, like, a whole bunch of mosquitoes or snow or anything to get to my shop. So I'm really enjoying this little space. I think I'm going to be spending a lot of time in here. And get my music on, and you know, once everything's all in their place. So wow, this helmet is looking really good. My other one, oh my gosh, my other helmet is my my bike helmet. I used to downhill bike with one of my ex-boyfriends, and so it's not a helmet that can go on the road, but I figured my kids wear helmets in the village, and they're like, Mom, you have to wear a helmet too. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, you know, set the example and stuff like that. So I will wear this helmet. Boop. Which is really nice when it was really expensive back in the day. But yeah. I can't see much of the chat. It's because there's not much people in here, isn't there? I'm gonna turn off this darn tripod. It keeps on going back and forth. I'm shutting it off right now. Which I am very impressed, because I only charged this up like maybe when I got it like 2 years ago, and I never touched it since, and there's still battery in it. So it's pretty cool. That's a pretty nifty Christmas present. But yeah, so we got our spa set up. So we actually have a working hot tub now, but we realized very quickly that we're gonna have to cover it up with like a sort of gazebo or something like that. So I'm gonna have to show you guys a little bit of what we did so far. Yeah, it keeps jerking back and forth. I know, right? But I think it's like more of a tripod that I'm gonna use for filming, I guess. But it seems really like I'm gonna have to have something, a different setup. But I don't know, I figured I'd try it, but no, it's not working. Yep, so my kids are gonna be happy that I have a helmet, but now I know them. Like every time I have something nicer or cooler than them, they're like, I want one too. I got my nails done, and they're like, I want my nails done. So I got them, well, I did their nails. Get my hair done. They're like, I want to get my hair done too. All right. It was cheaper to be a farm girl for that, let me tell you. Oh. Oh yeah, this is getting pretty good too. Oh my gosh. Today I went out to the barn and got my horse's teeth floated, because he's been what else needs to be done around the house? Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, like I said, furniture. I need a lot of furniture. So I need to run like a whole bunch of marketplace ads and stuff like that to find things that I actually like. And also I need to paint like pretty much the whole house, which is huge. Well, maybe not the basement. The basement has like a sort of like dungeony look, and Ben really likes it, and I don't think I'm gonna get to that anyways. But then yeah, the gazebo over the spa, because in the wintertime that's probably when I'm gonna be doing the most of the hot tubbing. And the way that it's set up, it's like in this box of rocks, like this wall. It's right into the hole. And when the snow's gonna come up on it, every time we open the lid, if we keep on throwing the snow on each side, there's not enough room for the snow. So we definitely need to put a roof on top of it, so that we'll be able to keep opening the lid during the winter time. So that's a pretty big one. Also, we need to set up, well, we gotta get all the firewood back in, because we have about like 7 cords in, and we have 5 more cords outside of the driveway, outside of the door right here, that needs to come in. Other than that, on the property, we need to get ready for winter. So the snow, I need to work on all the beds. The flower beds are completely gone to seed, and there are so many flowers here. It's incredible how many things she planted that I have no idea what they are, but they made really amazing flowers. But I need to clean all that up, and then Yeah, pretty, that's, I think, like, oh, and get all this garage, you know, settled in. What do you miss most about your old property? What do I miss most? I would say the view, probably, is what I miss the most. I don't necessarily miss the big gardens right now because I'm just so busy, and I think that I'm gonna do really good with a smaller garden here. It was a lot of work. Like just last week, I was talking to my neighbor, and she's like, "Oh, do you miss the place? And do you miss your gardens?" I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of do miss my gardens, but I know what the potential here is, so it's not that bad. I miss the view, I guess, but there were so many things over there that had to be done still, and like I don't miss walking into a house that you see like all the little details that have to be done, right? Um, I can tell you all the things I love about this place, though. Literally, like it has just been amazing. I love this place. And oh yeah, I don't miss like the payments and all the money that we were injecting into the machines over there. It was crazy. Any other questions like that? Yeah, I definitely like the lifestyle that we're creating for ourselves here. It's simple, easy, and straightforward. What has to be done, and nothing is like there's no emergencies, like there's no rushing to get something done. Like it's just okay, well, we'll get there when we get there. Have you got any ideas for new videos? Well, like I said, I've been thinking about it, and like Quebec Homestead doesn't really fit anymore, right? So I've been questioning myself on it. And I know eventually we're gonna get our greenhouse done, but eventually is like not in the near future, probably in like I'm gonna say in the next 5 years, and so in the meantime, I could show what like the upgrades we're doing on this house, but like, I mean, who wants to see me paint, Like, and I can dive deep into a whole bunch of like subjects on relationships or on horses or anything. So I like like, what do you say? The world is my, there's an expression here in Quebec, I think, but I can't really quite translate it. And I can go out, to the greenhouse in the village if I wanted to and show you guys that, but I'm just sort of like in a pickle right now because I do have a lot of creative juices, and I do have to exteriorize them because I'm a very creative person. And I haven't sang in like, oh my gosh, I want to say like, the world is my toaster. Oyster? Toaster? The world is my toaster. Yeah, I haven't sang in like, I want to say like seriously in like 6 months, because the last time I sang like seriously, I went out to a karaoke competition in the city, and I was starting to have like a sort of streptocock, I think, or I don't know. I lost my voice completely. So every time I've been working and lurking on and off, driving home, saying, okay, no problem, Will, nice to see you. But yeah, so like, I just recently started singing again. Like the people at the camping site that we have, they want me to be on the party committee, right? Because I'm probably gonna spend every single weekend that I can at that camping site because it's just so great on the side of the lake. And so next year, like once I get on the lake and I get my fishing permit and I can go fishing, I can show you guys like fishing videos and whatever, right? But it's just, nothing is niche. I could just go ahead and continue showing my whole life and just deciding, okay, I have no niche, but I don't know, like, am I going to get anywhere with that? Am I going to be working for, like, I just don't know. I'm still in a pickle, Russell. Because trust me, I got a whole bunch of really interesting content in my brain, but it's like, so not everybody's ready for that. Not everybody's ready for that, you know? And I don't know. I'm still figuring that out, and I guess till then I can show you guys what I'm doing here on my property. But I won't do a full house tour like right away, because there's just, time is flying by so fast, and I cannot for the life of me find time to get everything done. Well, time and money is like, it's really expensive. I can't believe how expensive Halloween decorations are. And then I'm like, okay, well, once Halloween's done, Christmas is gonna start, right? And once again, like, my Christmas decorations from the old house are all like dead. They're all dead. And so I have to start completely over. So I feel like it's like, okay, I asked Ben today, I was like, what's our budget for you know, Halloween decorations and Christmas decorations? And he's like, $100. And I'm like, holy crap, no way. Like, he's like, okay, well, maybe 200. And I'm like, okay, I can maybe do something with 200, right? You know, because like, we're literally starting from scratch. So I found a whole bunch of like do it yourself, like spider, you know, like things that sell for like 30 to 40 bucks online, a Canadian, of course. I'll be able to make it for half the price. So, all right, well, all right, you're moving. Well, if you do an update video, I will surely go and watch, for sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so I'm like, well, I could, like, I'm very creative, and I could show like my decorations, but just like show like a very accelerated version inside a video that I make, you know? But yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out, Russell. I wish I knew all the answers. I wish I knew. Ben is going to Africa in October, but he's not like the filming type, and like he literally has no plans. He's going with two of his. Let me just take a sip. He is going with two of his friends. I went to Mexico by myself with my sister, and so he's going with two of his friends, and he literally, like, they're so not stressed, guys. He's like, I'll just buy the ticket and make sure that, you know, we're okay for the first night, but we're just winging it. We're going over there and nothing's organized. They're just like really not stressed out about it. And so I'm excited to know about that, but he's not going to film any of that. You know, we're going on a cruise in February, but once again, we're not allowed to film on that cruise because it's adults only type of thing. So we're not allowed to film in a lot of those areas. We're allowed to film in a room, but like in a lot of places you can't. So it's like really hard to figure out. I've been meditating on it. I've been meditating on it. I guess only the future will tell. I could do a singing channel if I wanted to, you know, and give me a reason to sing. But at the same time, I just been enjoying life so much these days. I've been enjoying the camping, and I've been enjoying motorcycling, being with my kids. It's been great. I was just in my garage cleaning this up, and I was like, wow, this is fun. You know, like, it was so messy in my other garage because it was so big. Everything was everywhere. Now when I'm looking for something, I mean, of course, yeah, I mean, it's not very big, right? But everything is there. Everything's close. There's like, I don't have to walk a mile away to get a tool. So it's pretty cool. Sing for us. Yeah, I could do a singing channel for you guys. Yeah, I could. I mean, I thought about it, and all my friends were like, "Oh, you should go do The Voice in Quebec and whatever. You only have to." But the thing is like me singing in front of a public, I get stage fright. I get stage fright, like to the point where I stress out so much that I choke. Well, I choke. I'm able to sing, words come out and everything, but I'm not like in my optimal um voice, right? I'll send voice messages to friends, me singing, and I'm like, wow, this is really good. Then I go in front of an audience and I'm like, oh, no. So if I do videos where I record myself singing, then it might be a way. But I don't know. We have a long winter here, so I have a lot of time to ponder on that. A lot of time. But yeah. I need to go to bed. You'll have a great night. Good night, Dale. Have a great night too. Have a great night. Ah, this is getting clean. Let's see. I haven't put this thing on my face in at least 5 years. It's been in my garage, just accumulating dust, like literally dust, for 5 years. Yeah, and I do love to sing. And you know, somebody wrote me, and he's like, "Oh, I miss your singing. Maybe you could do a members only where it's just you singing." And I'm like, "Well, members only of me singing on a gardening channel?" I was like, "I don't know, like it doesn't work, right?" So, I don't know. Well, it's not Stage Fright, a song by the band. We'll miss Robbie Roberts. I don't understand your comment here. Let me read it again. Well, it's not Stage Fright, a song by the band. We'll miss Robbie Robertson. I don't know who that is. But I do work better with the band. And last winter, I was looking for a band. Well, actually, the band that I sang at my wedding with, right? They were like, "Oh, you know, it would be really cool if you could join us a few times." And I wrote him twice, and like I sang with him since, but at a karaoke night. But they didn't really open up or elaborate. So I was like, well, maybe I'm not what they're looking for or whatever. And I didn't want to pry. I didn't want to like chase or whatever. And so like, look at my life. It's just been crazy. So, I mean, I'd have to unlock time for that. And I do have a perfect space in the house where I could do a studio. It's just, you know, one thing at a time. And I have big dreams, big ambition, but with just limited time and money. So it's just one thing at a time, right? I wish I did. Like have the means to just say like, hey, okay, let's build a studio. Let's get people here and build it, you know? But yeah, not for now. And I see like a whole bunch of my friends doing really, really good on YouTube too. And they're like making, you know, good, decent livings, but they're just really niche based. Like one of my friends started out as a homesteader, and it turned out he changed his channel name to Mountain Roots. He's in Virginia, and he changed his niche completely. And I remember like maybe 6 months before he changed his niche and like got super really good, we sat down and we had a face-to-face a talk, and he's like, I wonder how like the other channels do to get like hit the algorithm really good, and every time they post a video they get like, you know, over 100,000 views every video. And it's all about niche, and I just don't have that. Like I would have to have like 15 channels because I am just so everywhere. I'd have to have a horse channel, a singing channel, bike riding, relationship channel. I'd have to have like just so many. A building channel, you know? Uh, But I just can't. I'd have to have a film crew. That's what I would need. Which I did get offered a film crew if I were to stay at my old farm. I did get offered a show, but I turned it down because I was just like, I cannot stick to a schedule. I'm not a schedule person. I've been just so used to this lifestyle, just waking up, hey, what are we going to do today? All right, what do we have to do today? You know, I'm I couldn't see myself going back to a regular job. If Ben were to die tomorrow and I'd have to go back to work, I would be miserable. I would really have to do something else than go find a 9 to 5 job, which I do have a business idea. I do have a business idea that I've been working with, but I had that money to possibly start that business in the next 5 years, and it's really simple. It like runs pretty much by itself, but then the tax surprise happened with the house, so I have to keep all my money to pay that at the end of the year, not to like owe too much money to the government. But it's been a weird year. Miscellaneous Mallory. Oh my gosh. I wanted to start off with Homesteading channel, but it ended up being more of a vanilla extract and recipe channel. Oh, there you go. See? So it's just like eventually you find your niche, and even though you're passionate about a whole bunch of things, you just start like film only one thing, which is smart, by the way, which is really smart. But I'm just so passionate about everything. I do want to show everything, and I'm like passionate about all my things equally. So it's like, which one do I choose? Which one do the people want to see? I don't know. But me as a viewer, I know that when I click on a channel, I don't necessarily click for the person, I click for the content, right? So if somebody is doing, like, I've been watching this girl riding motorcycles, she's learning how to ride motorcycles, she's getting better and better, but she literally went from part-time YouTube to full-time YouTube and doing that like pretty much all the time. And I'm like, do I want to do that? Do I want to invest full time in something that's not me? You know? So I don't know. Look at Russell. He's out there off grid at his cabin and doing a whole bunch of things which is related to cabin life, right? And that all fits in. It used to fit in when I was homesteading too. Now I guess I'm lost. I'm just lost. And you guys are here for the process, which is cool. And I appreciate you guys for being here and looking at, like, helping me trying to figure this out, I guess, you know. You guys are awesome for being here, because, I mean, a whole bunch of people would have just clicked off and just went like, you know what, I'll come back to her when she figures it out, you know. But you guys are here literally just chilling with me, and I appreciate it so much. It means a lot. And I get like emails of a whole bunch of people asking how, you know, what's going on, how are you doing, and stuff like that. And I appreciate those as well very much, because yeah, it's nice. It's nice to know that you guys care. I'm gonna get another glass from my box wine. Last time I drank this wine, I drank like 3 glasses, and I had the worst headache. I feel lost at times. Also, it is hard to film and do what I want to do. Also, I get it. Clement family, thank you. Hey, Dave. Hi, it must be the first Wednesday of the month. Yes, it is. Why, yes. And I'm drinking wine, and so I don't know how this live stream is going to end up, but yeah, I'm here. Okay, this is my day. This is how crazy my day was. And every single day is crazy like this. Like, there's always something going on. So this morning, Ben's like, okay, we need to make space in the driveway and to get all the wood because he came up with a dump truck, literally like a dump truck to bring the wood. So I had to get a whole bunch of things that were going out to his dad's place. Yes, Dave. Uh-huh. I'm drinking by myself in the garage with you. I'm not by myself. But so it started out like that, got the kids ready to go to school and everything, then the clearing out a whole bunch of stuff that's going at his dad's place. So we fill up the pickup truck with everything, all the tools that we don't need here, that were his dad's, and all that stuff. So started out with that. I tested out my spa water, which was all discombobulated. So I had to fix that. And then I had to go to the stables because my older horse, Gringo, is having issues with his weight. So I got the veterinary out there. So we floated his teeth. So I was holding literally a head of a sedated horse for I don't know how long, like 45 minutes, so that she can float his teeth. And then I had to wait for him to wake up. So I put him in a stall. So I got my other horse out. We went riding. I went bareback for about a half hour before I was like, oh my gosh, my legs are killing me. So we galloped back to the stables. I washed him. And then by the end, it was 3 o'clock. And I'm like, well, shoot, I was supposed to go buy some do-it-yourself decorations at the Dollar Tree. But it's already too late. I have to go back home because I had to fix up dinner and make sure that the kids got home on time to go to parents' night. So we went to parents' night at school. All the family, all 4 of us, we went out there. We walked to school, which is pretty cool. And then we came back and yeah, I'm here. So that was my day, and every single day seems like it's like that. And I just got like maybe 10% of the things that I needed to be done at the house done. So it's been a lot. And I talked to my veterinarian. I said, my horses are old, and once they're gonna get too old to the point where we have to say goodbye, I'm not going to replace them with younger horses. Anyways, as of now, I'm going to make them live the best possible life that they can in their retirement. Well, Copper is pre-retired. He's not really retired. He never worked very hard in his life. He's been a very, very fat and happy horse. But Gringo's having a hard time. That's why I had the vet come out. But I'm not going to replace them when they die. I am going to literally want to travel. Blake says, what's up, Will? But yeah, I really do want to travel more. And the horses at home. And, once the horses die, because they do live so long. I mean, one of my friend's horses died at 47 freaking years old. Can you believe that? 47. And I'm like, Copper's. Hi, Joe. Nice to see you. Copper is 18 years old. Gringo is 22 years old. Gringo looks a lot older than Copper, though. He's been having a hard time. Some horses die around 20, but some horses live up to 40. It's like, holy crap. That's a long time to pay boarding facilities and veterinary services and hoof care. Oh my gosh. But they're my horses and I love them. And I promised them that I would take care of them all their life. But gosh, they're expensive. Yeah. Anyways, that was my rant on the horses. And my kids want to spend more time there. They swore off the day camp in the summertime. They do not want to go at any sort of camp. They just want to stay home with us and chill and do whatever we're doing. That's why we got the camping site, because we're like, well, OFSN saved me at 20. I don't know what that means, Joe. I am not able to understand that comment. But yeah, so that's why we got the camping site. We're like, well, if the kids want to stay home all summer, well, we're going to do something all summer, and we're not just going to stay at home, watch TV. And like, this house is so huge that we literally lose each other. We don't spend like quality time Like this house is made for like in the wintertime, you need space. Okay, we have space to do all the things that we need to do. But when the kids are at home full time, like all day, they're at an age where they need to be stimulated a lot. So if if I'm at the basement and Ben's, I don't know, in another room watching TV and the kids are in the other, literally the other story of the house, the house gets messy and it's so huge. So when we're at camping, we spend literally quality time, you know, no TV, no screens. The first week that I went there, my phone, my iPhone told me that I spent 4 hours less on my phone that week. And I was like, wow, 4 hours. That's a lot of hours, you know? So I don't know what my regular screen time is on my phone, but it's quite a bit because I watch my shows on it and I watch Netflix on it and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know what my screen time is. But anyways, yeah. Any cool Halloween do-it-yourself decoration ideas? Anyone? Oh my gosh. I've been looking at TikTok all day. Well, all day. When I was not holding a horse or, you know, doing all the things that I said that I did. Let's see here. Did I miss any comments? I got an African spurred tortoise. May live 100 years. Holy moly. 100 years. That's awesome. Mallory miscellaneous. Miscellaneous Mallory. Man, there's so many things that I could think of that represent me right now, but I'm not gonna say them out loud because I have a little bit of dignity. I don't know. It's been a weird year. Maybe I should sing a song. But it sucks because I thought I was gonna have Wi-Fi here, but I don't. It's like the other extremity of the house, but it's because there's 2 cement walls. Here, I'll show you real quick. The dehumidifier is on in the garage because the wood got in, and it's so humid. This is the other side of the garage, and there's like a whole bunch of wood in here. So yeah, got my horse tack here, and it's just really messy. But yeah, there's 2 cement walls, 2 full cement walls. So the internet does not. I'm gonna have to get a booster if I wanna do like singing live streams in here or something like that, or have them uploaded on my phone beforehand or something like that. But that's a lot of work. Am I lazy? Is this me saying that I'm lazy? Maybe. I'm just tired. Maybe I'm just tired. I've seen that on YouTube we can add a guest now. We don't have to be on StreamYard anymore to have a guest on. But I think you have to do that, organize that before the stream. Which would be cool. I would have liked that tonight, actually, to have some company up here with me. Let's see. Can I do that? Nope, not from here. That's so weird. But it asked me the question before going live. It said, do you want to have a guest? And I was like, oh, wow. I didn't know they did that directly on YouTube now. So, yeah, maybe next time. Because when I'm on my cell phone, I don't have like the StreamYard and all that stuff. I'm just here regular. It's so cool to see like the people going on in and out. People coming in saying, oh, I'm going to click on it. And they come in, they're like, oh, this is boring. I'm heading out. It goes like 15, 13, 11, 15, 13, 11. It's funny. But there's a whole bunch of people that usually are in here regularly that are not here. Like Grace, usually Grace is in here. And there's a whole bunch of other people, other friends that usually are in the chat that are not here tonight. So it's a very slow night. But it's so nice. And of course, if people are hit by the hurricanes and the tornadoes and stuff like that, I mean, people are just like, you know, busy, which I understand. It's crazy when that happens. I know we're supposed to get like a week of rain and cloudy stuff. And like our summer literally just started. And we were like, wow, it's so nice out. And then it's going to rain again for the next week. But at least it's going to be warmer temperatures. But man, it's been a really bad year for crops and for harvests and everything this year. The people that do hay for the animals, it's been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare. Even the horses, like in the pastures, it's just been muddy because it's been so rainy and cold. So we're just really excited for this warm weather. Oh, look, 17 people in here now. 17. Oh my gosh, remember when I used to do live streams and there was like 40 something people in here? It's because I would do them weekly, right? I had like a base of a whole bunch of people. And it was drunken live streams. Oh my gosh, back in the day. That was fun. Oh my gosh. And have a whole bunch of people on here. But yeah, maybe I should start doing that again. Weekly live stream. But then again, I'm like so stressed out about having a schedule of something because I'm like, well, what if this week I want to do something else and I have to cancel, and then it's sad because I am just not made. Nothing wrong with drunken live streams. No, nothing wrong with them for sure. For sure. But yeah, I am yeah, I'm a little buzzed. Funny Mallory's about to come out drinking alone in her garage. You guys have any weird questions for me? You know what I saw today? I thought it was so funny. I said, Ben, next time we're doing a live stream together, we have to do this. I saw this couple online and they were doing the headphone questions, you know? So like, let's say I'm wearing headphones and Ben asks me a question. I have no idea what he's saying because I'm blaring music in my ears. And so he asked me questions of anything. And you have to answer the question with what you think he asked. It was hilarious. I was like, Ben, we have to do that live one night. He's like, you want to do it tonight? I'm like, well, no, not tonight. We don't have to tonight. But I mean, one day it would really be nice to have like a whole bunch of weird questions to ask each other, you know? And you have no choice but to answer something because you think somebody's, so like the couple would ask something like, oh, what's your biggest turn on? The guy would be like, oh, tacos, you know? It was so funny. Of course, their version was edited, but I mean, I thought it would be a really fun activity to do with him. Finding cool activities. You guys have really cool activities, that you, like free, cool bonding activities that you do with your spouses? We're looking for some new things to do. I'm curious to know what you guys might have in mind. It's always nice to have like a new something that's creative and that you can do together. That who cares if you like it or not, you're just doing it together type of thing, you know? Well, he wants me to play a game with him on the PlayStation. I'm not much of a gamer, but it's called It Takes Two. So it takes two players and it's a couple and you have to go through like the story or something like that, which I thought, you know, I like that. I like that. Like it's sort of Dungeons and Dragons type of thing. I like that kind of idea. So other than that, like, you know, our activities, our fun is right now the kids are back to school. So we have our week that we can do things, but you know, we had the kids all summer. So it's been, we neglected our fun time, I could say, you know. So now our life is just like getting back on track. We can do things for ourselves and not have to discipline our kids or, you know, to do all that good stuff. Well, yeah, if you guys have any cool things that you do with your spouses, let me know. Oh, a fish in the kitchen. A little fish in the kitchen. How are you? How are you doing? Nice to see you. 14 people in here. Are you guys married? Do you guys do any really cool... Get Marcella on screen with you. I can't do it from the YouTube site. I can't. Maybe if I go into my settings, but I'm afraid I'm gonna cut the thing out. Let's see. I only have save highlight, share, mute microphone. I wish I don't want to do that. It's so weird. Like maybe I should have done this on StreamYard from my phone. Yeah, I should have done that. Yeah. Or maybe we could do a complete different stream and just I'll delete it later. How about that? Does everybody... Because I've been on here for 55 minutes. Maybe I can go on StreamYard and do a separate stream. Sean in Alaska! How are you? Because I would love to catch up with you guys. I could go on StreamYard literally and just... How you doing, Sean? Oh my gosh. I haven't seen you in forever. I haven't seen you pop up in my feed in forever either. Maybe, okay, can't wait to... Hi, Carol. How are you? Board games can be picked up cheap and are fun. Yes, board games. We used to do board games a lot back in the day. And we stopped doing it because I don't know why. I don't know why. We were thinking of... Ben was like, hey, what if we get a ping pong table? And I'm like, well, if you get a ping pong table, make sure that we can flip it upside down and we have a pool table, right? We're that type of couple. So it's like everything that we want to do gets so expensive. Oh my gosh. I said in the beginning of the stream, I realized that I really do have expensive taste. I guess I'm a princess. I guess I'm a princess. I was not a princess for many years, but I guess now I'm a princess. I have to admit it. Well, I'm actually a queen, but anyways. Just go on date night. We forget how important that is. Oh yeah, Clement. Well, of course. Yeah, of course. Date night. But date night, what kind of date? Tell me. What kind of date? Because just going out to a dinner is like... all we end up doing is talking about the kids, talking about life, talking about, all that good stuff. So what kind of date night do you do? Do you go out bowling? Do you go out, I don't know, play pool? Do you go out to a karaoke bar? Do you go tasting really cool foods, wine tasting? I don't know. Just skip right into competitive archery. Oh my gosh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We tried dancing, but we did like during COVID, it was like a dancing at home type of thing. So we had to dance and like, we're not really good dancers. I dance good by myself, but when I'm with a partner, I need to have a really good leader. And so Ben was learning how to be a really good leader to, spin me around, dip me and stuff like that. But I think we got tired after like 3 courses. But we should have continued. I'm going to write that down. Continue dance course. Oh, one good idea. I don't know. Competitive fishing. Fishing is a good thing that we can do together too. But when we're at the camping site, usually we have the kids. So, yeah. Anyways, date night's hard to figure out like something really cool to do that like both of you are, and something too competitive, Big B, something too competitive. I don't know. We're very too competitive people. So. And like all the things that we used to do, like Ben used to play volleyball. I'm getting a 3rd glass. Ben used to do volleyball, and since his surgery, his I don't know what you call it, his ligaments were like going down, and so he couldn't raise his arm up like this, which I'm having more and more trouble with age as well. 35 this year, 35. Drinking games. Well, you know what? You know what? These live streams with Ben also is really fun. I must admit, I used to do this for many years before just me, because he didn't want to do these at all. But then he realized, it's like, oh my God. Because you know what he used to tell me? He used to tell me, they're fake people. They're fake friends. They don't really, they're not there for you. But with the years, I proved him wrong. I proved him wrong, because I disappeared from the planet of the YouTube world. And these people still reach out to me today. And they're like, we're still in touch. And so he's like, okay. And so he's very skeptic. So he got on board. And we started doing the exchanges, with the what is it called? The telephone, Russell, what is what is it called? The stories with the telephone game. So we got into those things, which Russell will probably, what is it called? Why can't I not figure it out? I can't remember. And then he got to know a little bit of the people, and he's like, okay, these are really cool people. This is nice. But tonight he's just really tired, which I completely understand. Marcel is a little fish in the kitchen, right? Please tell me that's Marcel, because every time I see a little fish in the kitchen, I'm like, I'm going to say, hi, Marcel. But I'm like, well, what if that's not her name? And I feel really bad, but I guess the wine is giving me courage to say, like, I admit that after all these years of like seeing you in the chats, I want to say Marcel, but I was too shy to admit that I didn't know 100%. I suck. Thank you, Marcel. I'm sorry. Yeah. Because in Russell's chat, I figured out your name was Marcel, but I wasn't sure, because I think sometimes your husband is in the chat or something like that. And so I was like, it takes me time. It takes me some time. I'm slow. Narrative telephone. Yes, narrative telephone. And Ben, by the way, has a story that he wrote, and it's on my computer, on my old computer. And for him to literally recitate it out loud, how long has it been? And it's still the first call. No, it's not the first. It's like the third. He's never in the chat. Okay, I wasn't sure, so that's why I was mixed up. And I was like, I'm not gonna say Marcel, because I'm not sure if it's a woman or a man, right? Because here Marcel is a very common man name, and I was very confused if it was a man or a woman, because I'm sorry, Marcel. I'm sorry. I feel bad. No, it's not the first glass. My box wine is actually probably like there. It's pretty much at the end. But yeah, I'm there. And it sucks because I can't have music. I could have maybe I could have one playlist, but I'm not sure. Let's see. And you guys notice I have makeup on. Maybe you didn't notice, but I have makeup on today. On my eyes and my lips. And I'm practicing. I used to do makeup. I used to sell makeup a long time ago. And since I was a farm girl, I wouldn't really wear much makeup. And so I lost touch, and the trends change and stuff like that. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get some makeup on today and practice. And I got girls that want me to put their makeup on, and so I had to get back into the trends. Oh, this might work. Oh, I don't know. Because they're like covers. Oh no. No, 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 it will not work. They're covers, but they use parts of the music. That will not work. Let's see. Nope. I cannot do this without my internet. Sucks. It could have been a really good add into the live stream. But no. Jack, I am in my garage, in my shop, and I'm just literally still organized. I spent my whole week in here. My whole week organizing because the guy that lived here before left me a whole bunch of presents. And here it was full. So we literally just like 2 days ago went to the dump and we threw away a whole bunch of his stuff. So it's all our stuff is here. It's just not organized yet. I'm still working on it. This is this is the wood that we had to do the bunk beds for the girls, but we ended up realizing that bunk beds, because we have one, we bought one that's like a double bunk bed for the girls. It really sucks to change the sheets on those things. So we're not going to do bunk beds. So we have a whole bunch of wood that we don't know what to do with yet, but it's there, which is nice. Because wood is so expensive now that we don't have the wood straight from our property. You know, we went out to buy some to do a base for our shed outside. And we're like, holy crap. We haven't bought wood in a long time because it's so expensive. But if you fast track and you backtrack and you remember how much it cost you for the machinery and the reparations and the gas and all that stuff and the chainsaw and all the work and the time and the labor put into the wood that we would harvest at the farm, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Haven't sent that movie in forever. Let's see. What are you talking about? Marcellus Wallace. Pulp Fiction. Oh, Pulp Fiction. I watched that not too long ago again. Oh yeah, Uma Thurman. Ben was actually like, hey, Mallory. Oh no, I'm talking about Kill Bill now. I'm mixing up with Uma Thurman. She's in Pulp Fiction also, right? Am I mixing myself up? Well, since we're in the old movies. You see that? Scarface, Al Pacino. That was there when we got here. We just left it up. Don't you worry, child. Betomansk, hello, how are you? Are you from the Philippines? Are you the one from the Philippines? Oh yeah, my hair grew, by the way. It's growing out again. It's getting there. With like 3 gray hairs in the making. I counted them. They've started. They have started. Betomansk, please tell me. I need, because I remember you were there in the last live stream. Are you the one from the Philippines? Learn to Grow 2023. Oh, you're a brand new channel, aren't you? Yeah. When did you leave the farm? We left officially the 21st of June. Lovely spot. Yes, it was a very lovely spot. But there was just too much work to do on it, and we were tired of just working all the time. And I know that if we would have worked there all our lives, we would have probably died young. Probably. So we had to live a little. Ben is at his retirement, and at that farm was far from retirement. Like, he's not allowed to work. Well, he's allowed to work like $20,000 a year, you know, with the government and stuff like that. But he was pulled out of the military because his body was not following him anymore. And so we bought this farm thinking, oh, you know, it's not going to cost us like that much to renovate. Ended up putting up all our money in there. And at the end, we're just like, you know what, this is too much. This is too much. It's a money pit. So we sold it, and somebody else bought it, and they're really, really happy. So I'm glad it's not a big company. That's all I'm saying. Hi, Betomansk. Everybody's saying hello. But yeah, we moved, and I haven't shown this house yet. I haven't shown the property yet because I'm still sort of searching on what kind of content I'm going to be making in the future. So I'm just here touching base once a month. But I figured that, you know, I will do a video just to because my creative juices have been flowing, and I don't care if I don't have a niche. I'm just going to show what I'm doing and what we've been up to and where I've been. Oh, I heard a door. That's probably my husband. Maybe that's the door outside. It's a big house. There's a lot of echoes. I'm like, come on, Ben, you can do it. I should call him telepathically. Aw, I miss my husband. That's a good sign. I always found your sense of humor great. I'm sure that will be part of any content you share going forward. My channel is brand new. Oh, it's going away. But I changed the name this year. Oh, okay, gotcha. What was your name before? I'm curious. My sense of humor. Am I that funny? I don't know. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. I don't like view myself as funny, but I have a nice personality, I think. But funny? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe when I drink. The places you will go, so much life to live. I know, Shawnee, right? I know. And like I said earlier, like, my horses are old. My dog is turning 6 years old, and he's you know, he's a livestock guardian dog, so he's not gonna live like, well, he might live to 14, but I mean, that's pushing it. That's really, really pushing it. So, I mean, when all my animals are gonna be old, we're not gonna replace them. We're just not gonna have any more animals, and we're just gonna, we pretty much, since Ben and I have been together, we renew ourselves like every 5 years. Every 5 years, something happens, and we're like, are we gonna do this crazy thing? And we're like, all right, let's do it. I get funnier when I drink, at least to me. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Puppies, gardening, and art of something was the old channel name. Something way too long. Oh, yeah. When it's too long to write. Well, it's like a little fish in the kitchen. A little fish in the kitchen. It took me a long time to realize that it was a little fish in the kitchen, because it like in the chat, when it goes in, it stays on for a certain amount and then it disappears. And so I was like, every time I have to go close to the screen to read it. And so I thought that was really long too. But yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, I get funny when I'm drunk, but I also get very honest and direct when I'm drunk, I guess. But I'm like that when I'm sober too. It just gets like exaggerated. Oh well. That's who I am. Right. Yeah, things get exaggerated with alcohol. And I don't drink very often. We'll follow whatever you do. I came for the Quen spelling, but stayed for you and Ben's. Oh, the Quincy! Quincy, yeah. Yeah, it's not written like that. But yeah, I mean, we were part of, you know, the Wood Squad, you know, we got to chat many nights together. It's okay. Oh, don't type during stoplights. Do like the voice to text. Do the voice to text. Well, you're always driving when you're watching these live streams. I don't think there's one time on Wednesday night, anyways, on the first Wednesday of the month, that you're not driving or on your way home. And where do you still do the plasma? Well, don't answer me, but I'm pretty sure that you still do plasma donations, which is really awesome. Did you and Ben finish any projects lately, or do you have 3 projects starting at once? No, we did finish a few projects. We did. We finished the first load of firewood before getting the second. And then I almost finished clearing out everything that the guy had here. So I finished clearing that out. That's another project. We actually have a list. There's about 40 things on the list, but we crossed a few things out. So it's not too bad. But yeah, we do have quite a bit of things on the list. It's like my old garden. I have the old garden. It's like a interior garden that literally turns on around a central light that grows things. And my friend is like the founder of the company and the owner now. And so that's also on the list. And I'm like, well, I have to order those pucks, right? The peat moss pucks, so I can grow things in it. But they're a specific size, so I have to order them from the company. And so I'm like, well, I mean, it's a good idea. And I love the fact that you're like sort of auto-sufficient with the machine, but you have to buy the pucks, which are $1 a puck. Sort of against my values. So I'm trying to figure out a way how I could build my own pucks that they would fit in there. But it ends up costing about $1. So I'm like, well, okay, let's set that thing back up. You know, buying everything, mixing it up together, having like the little mesh to hold it together and the press to make it firm enough to hold your seeds so that everything holds when it's upside down, because it turns around this light and they become upside down and sometimes they sort of turn. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'm just going to buy them. It would have cost me that much being self-sufficient anyways. So we're going to do that. There's a whole bunch of things that we're just putting back till winter because painting and, you know, making bedrooms and finding all the furniture and stuff like that. It takes some time. But I'm gonna put a lot of focus on that. But in the summertime, the summers are just so short that I just want to take advantage of every single moment that I can outside and spend time with my kids. Why do people refuse free eggs when you mention they're not washed and you need to float them? Oh my gosh, right? I know. People are so afraid of nature. They're so afraid of natural things. It's like, I know, I totally get it. People will be like, oh, well, you know, they're not washed. Or like, oh, I'm going to eat this meat, but I don't want to know where it comes from, type of thing, you know? It's crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah, Pepsi Cola Boy. Pepsi Cola Boy. That's catchy. How many times a year do you need to buy the pucks? The plant grows 60 days and then the puck is garbage? Pretty much. Yeah, the puck is like completely dried out at the end and it's just like completely nutrient. I mean, you can put it in compost. So you can put it in the compost. But yeah, like pretty much after the 60 to, you can push it to 80 for certain plants, like, but yeah, 60 is like done. It's done. Yeah, you can put it in compost. I don't have a compost bin yet here. I don't have a spot. Like, I was literally looking through the lady that spent 45 years in this house was at my next door neighbor's house this week, and so my neighbors were like, "Hey, Mallory, come have a beer with us." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure." So I went to talk with this lady, and she's like, "Yeah, I was the owner of the house." And so I'm like, "Oh, well, do you want to come in and see what it looks like now? You know, because since like she hasn't been there in like 5 years or so." The guy that bought the house in 2020, well, oh, yeah, in 2020, so it's not 5 years, but he changed a lot of the things in the house. But she's like telling me like, "Oh, do you know the secrets of the house?" I'm like, "Well, I'm not sure." So come on in. And so she came in, and I don't remember what I was talking about exactly. I was talking about the garden. We were looking through the yard, and it changed a lot. The guy brought in so many rocks. And so we were talking about the gardens and raised beds and the things that I wanted to do, and she was like, "Wow, this is going to be amazing," you know? So I'm really happy that she liked it, and she was like, "Well, the house is perfect." You know, she was really happy with the way that it was maintained over the past few years since 2020, since she sold it. But yeah, I'm excited to show it. I'm gonna have to show it to you bit by bit before doing the grand video, because I just cannot show it this way. Like, even her, she's like, "I can't believe he chose those colors." And I'm like, "I know." I got so much work to do to change them, to make them better. And he glued stuff to the walls that, like, I cannot, they're just so hard to remove. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me. And I need to find furniture. Like, I still sleep on a mattress on the ground. I have not, this is the first time I've had a king size bed. And so I gave my queen size set to the new buyers for my new house. But now I'm stuck with a mattress of a king size with like literally nothing to put it on. Competitive archery it is. Yeah. I had a compost bin. The chickens found it. Well, you know, if chickens find your compost, they'll scratch through it and they'll turn it for you, which is awesome. There's this guy on YouTube actually that does compost with chickens, and he has like, I think it's like on a 7-day rotation, which they're three, so it's like 3 weeks worth of compost every 7 days or something like that. I don't know. It gets to a certain temperature, but he throws the chickens in there, and it just turns, all the seeds come up to surface, and then it germinates. The chickens come in there, they eat it all, they turn it, they kill everything. So your compost becomes like seed free. So chickens are great, and it feeds them at the same time. I don't remember what, I think his name was Edible Gardens or something like that. He's in New York, somewhere in New York, and he has an amazing food forest. I'd have to find Edible Acres. Edible Acres. I'd have to go check his channel again because I haven't followed him in a long time. But Edible Acres, really, really good. Do you do any canning from the farmer's market for preserving? Shawnee, this year I have not done anything. I have literally just been trying to stay afloat with everything that we have to do to get it all done before winter. So canning was not in the mix. I have been really good with buying canned goods, but making them these days is no. I could not. Like, my neighbor was in front with, the lady that lived here for 45 years, and she was making salted herbs. And I have never made salted herbs. And I was like, wow, that's a really good idea. The urban farmer in BC does the chicken composting. Oh, there you go. Also, yeah, Curtis Stone is awesome too. Got really commercial though after a while. He's got like really, really good content, but you have to pay for now. But yeah, she was doing salted herbs and she gave me a can and I was like, oh, cool, nice, awesome. It's also nice to, yeah, and she had like leeks, carrots, parsley, like a whole bunch of stuff. She's got like a little tiny garden. It's just really, really cute. And I was like, aw. You know, and she made all these salters and she gave it to me and I'm like, wow, you're so generous, thank you, you know. And she was like, everybody that walks by, like her friends, because here everybody knows each other. We're just a really small community. There's 800 people living in my little town. So it's really, really nice and sweet. She was so, like, all her friends, it's so funny, like they're like the party house. We're surrounded by retired people or people that are on the Social Security. Anyways, people that don't work, that get their check every month. So there's like a really good mix of people right like directly next to me. And so they've been like, this guy that lives in front of me has like literally was born in the house in front. And so he inherited from the house from his mother. And so he knows everybody here. And he's like, I want to say 67 to close 70 years old, but they're so cool. I love them. They're really awesome. So we sit down on the couch and on their porch in front and they're like, hey, let's just watch traffic. Sure. And drink beer and talk about life. And that's awesome. I love talking with them. They're really nice. She gives me sandwiches and salted herbs. And yeah, Ben really loves them too. And they love our kids. They don't have kids, which they were never able to conceive. And so they're like really happy to have like life around their home. It's really nice. Oh my gosh, going on the 4th glass. This is, I think, after 87 minutes on this live stream, this is going to be my last. Okay. I've said that before, but this is my last. Yes, they are great neighbors. They are. I cannot wait to show you. I guess I'm really gonna have to do like a video. What are we drinking? Mark Doyle 4747. I am drinking Wallaroo Trail from Australia. I'm gonna do some ASMR. I can do an ASMR channel, guys. Remember? Oh my gosh. I wish I had some wine. Aw. I wish you had some wine too. Julian Vatalian. Hello, cheers. And just let people bless you with the extra. Yeah. That wasn't a very exciting pour. Okay, well, what would be an exciting pour? Like me holding a glass with my mouth and pouring it, or pouring it directly into my mouth like I used to do. But that's the thing. That's what I said. Like I usually, this is my last glass. But sometimes at the end I'm like, well, I'm still thirsty, right? I had said last month, your kids are loving having neighbor kids. We now have kids to play with 2 houses away, and it's a whole different life. I know. You just literally inherit the other kids, right? And you share the kids with the other parents because they're always here or they're always there. Lately, they're more here, but I really enjoy the kids. They're so cute. Like, you know how your kids are like brats with you, but when they go somewhere else, they're really, really well behaved? Well, that's how it is. Like they sort of feed off of each other for good behaviors because we praise good behaviors and sort of like ignore the bad. Like, I don't want to punish them too hard because they're learning, but I really praise good behavior. And so when the older girl comes by and she's like, oh, well, we're gonna clean the room before bed, and we're gonna make the bed. And my kids don't make their beds in the morning because it takes me forever to get them out of bed. So just like the fact that they're fully clothed to go to school is like a miracle. So when I have those kids over, it's like really nice. But then they go over there and they're like, oh, I'm going to do the same, right? You know, because mom praises that. It's really nice. It's a really nice exchange for them growing. And like, I can be on their butts to do this stuff. And if the friends are not there, it's really, really hard. But if the friends are there, it's so much easier. It's like a little hack. So it's nice. It's been nice. They're always at my house. There you go. Please, no ASMR. Oh, wait. I don't know what that sounds like, but you're welcome, Will. Oh my gosh. I saw this ASMR channel because I do listen to ASMR sometimes going to bed. But then I got onto this girl. She was in her garden and it was very kinky and very sexual. And I was like, I didn't know ASMR could do that, you know? It's really weird. So I got really uncomfortable and I switched and I went back to my regular ASMR. But yeah, I got really uncomfortable listening to this girl whispering in her garden. So yeah, that exists. That's a niche. I didn't know. I know now, but I got really uncomfortable. And I was like, I could maybe do that. That's the worst part. I was like, that looks so easy to do. Oh my God. I know. I got a horrible mind. I was listening to that and I was like, well, this is cool. I could do this, but I'm leaving. I'm out. Right? I know, Shawnee. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. It's just the way that she was speaking and whispering, and I was, you know, like ASMR, literally, like what it's supposed to do is give you like a relaxation, like a release and tingles, you know, and so yeah, I was getting tingles, and I was like, this is not the kind of tingles that I want. So I need to sleep. I thought that was very interesting. If you go down on YouTube, you will find so many things that I just like, sometimes I'm like, my kids are on YouTube and we don't have YouTube Kids here in Canada. It's not available yet. So I have to monitor them. There's a Vikings girl homesteading YouTube, and then you find out that made all her money doing OnlyFans, and I was like, damn, this is not what I wanted to support. I had similar experience. Yeah, Jillian, see, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, OnlyFans sometimes has really, really interesting content on it that's not sexual. And some people make really, really good living on that. But I don't judge. I don't judge people that do that. Like, I mean, if somebody does a YouTube channel that's wholesome, but they also have an OnlyFans, I won't judge them, because at the end of the day, I mean, it's not horrible. I don't think it's horrible. I won't judge them. But yeah, I mean, good for them. That's what I would say. But yeah, I'm not against it. Oh my gosh, it's been really hot here too, Shawnee. It's been crazy. It's been like not normal. But you know what? Last year was not normal. When I did that 5-day camping expedition in the woods to like get over my fear of being alone, that was crazy too, because I was literally wearing a little shirt like this in the summertime in the woods with my girls the 17th of November, which was unknown here. Usually we have like frost and snow. And so I don't know, Mother Earth has been really, really, really weird with us these past years. I don't like, even in March I wanted to do a Quincy. We didn't have enough snow. Oh shoot, Melanie just accepted my money transfer like 3 weeks later. My phone is giving me these things, notifications. But yeah, I don't know, Mother Earth has been so weird with us. Like really, really hot in fall. Of course we get the dips, but we get the highs. It's like really weird. Our summer started, like, I swear, I moved in the 21st of June, but we moved in with cold rain, as if it was like an autumn. It's like, it's sort of like shifting. It's like our seasons are doing like a rotation, and they're changing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just so weird. Yeah, frost was getting there later. I was able to grow things that I wasn't able to grow before. Things that are zone 8 that grew in zone 3. Like, it's so weird. I'm just trying to watch what nature is doing like the native way. It's been weird. The kids at my son's school found out that another boy's mom has an OnlyFans. He was bullied really. Aw, yeah, I think that's something that the kids do get bullied with. There's a girl here too. She was I think she was a teacher. She was a teacher. I don't know if she was in high school or if she was with the younger children, but I know that she lost her job. I mean, you're a school teacher. I mean, how do you do that? You know, like, if you're somebody that doesn't have like a really like high title or something, I mean, it's okay, but you got to think about all these things before you do it. I couldn't believe it. And yeah, like, all her students saw her, right? So of course she got fired. You got to be smart about your business. Ah, anyways. Yeah. But I don't know. Like, coming back to that, I don't judge people that do a YouTube channel that's wholesome and an OnlyFans on their extra time, because, I mean, why not? I don't judge it at all. I was like voted most likely to do that, like, probably in high school. So, but I didn't. I think that was creative, but not my cup of tea. Yeah. See? And there's an audience for everybody. Like I said, I'm passionate about a lot of things, so I could have like 15 different YouTube channels or whatever, and like, yeah. Hey, Jean-Philippe, ça va bien? I haven't seen you in, well, maybe in a month. I do these live streams every month. I said it was my last glass, but oh my gosh, 98 minutes in and I'm still thirsty. Jean-Philippe, you're getting a taste of like the old Malo drinking alone in front of your screen. I've been, and Ben's literally on the other side, probably playing his PlayStation game because it just came out this week. So it's like a sort of story, Dungeons and Dragons type of game. All right, Will, have a great night. Enjoy. We love you. Yeah, I mean, there's like also a balance. I mean, for those people that do have the OnlyFans, it's like, you don't go to YouTube to poach people, right? I mean, well, not on a wholesome channel, you know? I mean, like I said, be smart about your business, you know? You should go to TikTok or whatever, do those things. But I mean, if you're on a wholesome channel and you started out as a homesteading channel, and then you go into a completely like other type of niche that's like adults only, then that's you don't do that. You got to be smart about your business. The people that watch you on your wholesome channel, they watch you because they want to do it yourself. They want to do like, you know, all those cool things, which probably a lot of the people that are doing those things are doing it too, because it's really cool. And I encourage growing your own food and building your own projects and stuff like that. But anyways, there are certain platforms to promote certain things. Yes, Julian, thank you. I believe we are on the same page. Enchantée de vous rencontrer. Oh my gosh, are you French? That was very well written. Let me get a cup of wine with you. Thank you, Jean-Philippe. Awesome. Actually, I'll get a beer. Okay, gotcha. Oh, you're from Marseille. Is it Julien? Okay, so it's Julien. Because my brother's name is Julien, but it's written with an A, the French way. And so when I see Julien on my YouTube channel with an A, I think it's a woman. Like I usually think it's a woman because that's how the English way, and I have a mostly English audience, right? But my brother is also written in the French way with an A. So a lot of people say Julian. Malu, you are doing your own thing. We like it like that. Aw, thank you. I have the bilingual name, but I'm following your Canadian French channel. Oh, I haven't been very active on my French channel. I'm so sorry. I'm so overwhelmed with that one. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting to get the reaction that I got. That's like point period. I was not expecting that. There are so many people on there writing me way more than on my English channel. There's so much less subscribers. The people are so engaged with that channel. And I'm like, I'm just overwhelmed with it. The last time I went to read the comments, I cried because I felt like I was not doing it justice. I found your channel this year, and this is the first time I see you online. I'll send you a link to my Homestead channel. Le monde francophone a besoin de toi. Continue. Aw, see? I know, it's like comments like that. He says, the French people need you. And I'm like, I know, but I mean, it's like, it's so hard because I need to focus where now? You know? Oh my gosh. That's the problem of having a personality like mine and opening up all these projects. But I've been working on narrowing them down so that I'm not overwhelmed. And but the thing is that the side effect is that I go read those comments of the people that want to see me on my French channel, and it makes me very emotional because I know there's a need. I know that it's there, but it's really hard to provide. I love to see you foraging, walk, and have, if you have any cool places in your town to pick free food. Oh, no, that's a good suggestion. Okay, I'll note that down, Johnny. I'll note it down because I drank too much wine, so I'll write it down. Is this what you mean by funny? Like my mannerisms when I'm drunk? Probably. Yeah. I'll write it down. Do you guys hear me okay? I'm curious if you guys hear me okay. Wow, this is an old phone. Okay. I don't have internet, so I have to go in my notes. The sound is good. We hear you just fine. Okay, good. Thank you. I should have asked that like in the beginning of the live stream, but Country boy trapped in the city. Hello. Also a very long name. We were talking about long channel names. I thought that one was very long too. But I love the name though. It's very significant, I guess, you know, like you would say. Happy to see you. 15 people in here. It's so funny how later there's more people. I think it's maybe the time zones. Where are you guys like listening from? Are you guys in Eastern, Central? I drank too much wine. I'm gonna have a headache tomorrow. Pennsylvania. Okay. Oh, but you're from Marseille. Okay. Central time near Sherbrooke, BC. Okay. So some of you, well, I don't know, some of you, most of you are probably not as late as us. Because it's like 10:45 here, right? 10:45. I have to check. Yeah, 10:44. The later we get, the more people that we have. So, yeah, so it's earlier, right? So you started really early with us. Good thing I start late. Yes, it is. And Jean-Philippe, are your kids older? They go to sleep later? Because the thing is, my kids, I still have to put them to bed at like 7:30, maximum 8 o'clock. But we had parents' night tonight, so it was like later. And when we passed the bedtime that we usually have, which we tried putting them to bed at 9, but it was like chaos and like it did not work out. So they still need a whole bunch more sleep in the morning. Even if we put them to bed at like 7:30, we cannot wake them up. So yeah, that's why I start my live streams later as well. They're at bed around 8 during school time. Yeah, see, my girls are 7 and 8 right now, so they go to bed at the same time. Just 1 year difference. I mean, they just go to bed at the same time. But 7:30 is like when we start to brush our teeth and, you know, get the routine done. But if we pass that and they go to bed at like 8:30 or 9, it's like we're done. But they're going to wake up, like, get out of bed like at least 3 or 4 times, saying, oh, I did a nightmare. I'm like, well, you didn't even have time to sleep, girl, you know. Stop lying. But my oh my gosh, cute story. My youngest, who is 7, mine are 4, 9, and 11. It's chaos before 8. Yeah, see. Yeah. My daughter, Jude, 7, she lost a tooth today. And so she's like, before going to bed, oh, Mom, you forgot to put my tooth in a little plastic baggie. So I'm like, yeah, true. So we go downstairs, we go get a baggie, bring it upstairs. And she says, I don't think I believe in the tooth fairy. I think that the tooth fairy is you. And I'm like, okay, let's sit down. Let's talk about this. Why do you think that the tooth fairy is me? And she says, well, I just think it's you. I don't think it's a tooth fairy. I'm like, well, I think the tooth fairy exists because I know she exists, right? Because it's me. And so she's like, well, I know that you came in one night and actually I felt a really big hand coming in and go under my pillow. And I'm like, that's Ariel's story. Ariel, when she started not believing in it, that's what she would say. And they would like poke us and try to figure out. And so I told her, I said, well, I'm not going to lie to you, but if I told you I was the tooth fairy, would you be sad? And she said, No. So I'm like, are you sure? She's like, no, I'm okay with it. So I said, well, the tooth fairy does exist because she's me, you know? And she's like, but she doesn't exist. And I'm like, no, she does exist because I am the tooth fairy, you know? And so, anyways, she knows that the tooth fairy isn't the tooth fairy. And she's like, I want dad to put my dollars underneath my pillow tonight. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, it's going to be a weird looking tooth fairy, but okay. And so we get everything gathered, we put them to bed, go downstairs, and I tell Ben about the whole story, talk about it. And she comes out 5 minutes later down the stairs and she says, what about Santa Claus? Oh, and she asked me, if you're the tooth fairy, where are all the teeth? What do you do with all the teeth? And I kept them all. So I said, tomorrow, to prove you that I am the tooth fairy, I will show you all the teeth. Okay? Anyways, they're so funny. I love my kids. Sorry, I just blabbed on about that, huh? Kids are smart. Shawnee, yours are 2, almost 4, and 5. We start bedtime routine about 6 because otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. I know. Ah, Shawnee, I get you. I get you. We eat at 4. Like, as soon as the kids get home from school, I have to have dinner, like, started or almost ready to start because they're so hungry when they get home. And thankfully, we live really, really close to school because, yeah, it's hard. Keeping it real with kids, of course, Julien. Yeah, Shawnee, my girl, she's like, you know what? If you're the tooth fairy, what do you do with all the teeth? And I was like, well, I have like a whole bunch of little tiny baggies. I didn't write your names on them. They're all mixed up in the same space. You and Ariel. But they're there. Anyways, yeah. Oh, we've been on for 11 minutes. All right, guys. Well, keeping it real with kids. I'm glad that I got, like, at least while the beginning of the live stream, I was able to gloss all this up and make it all clean. I really need to pee. I drinking all this wine, it makes me need to go pee. And I'm like, well, do I quit this live stream? Do I quit and go away? I won't bring you with me. Yeah, like maybe about an hour ago, I was chatting with Russell and I said, well, maybe I should do like a live stream on StreamYard, like after. Your channels are by far the most entertaining and funny that I have been following for the past 3 to 5 years. Please stay the way you are. Aw, are you kidding me? Oh, hey, Jeep. Really? Funny and entertaining? Are you talking about my live stream? Or are you talking about like my literal videos? Because that makes a big difference. Because I know like these live streams are sort of entertaining, but I mean my videos, I'm curious to know. And funny? Really? Am I that funny? Like I don't know. I don't think I'm that funny. Like I said in the beginning of the live stream, maybe when I'm drunk. Aw, thank you, Jean-Philippe. That's nice. That's sweet. It's so weird. I really don't view myself as funny. I just think that my personality is bubbly. It's just bubbly. And when I'm drunk, it just gets exaggerated. There you go. See? You like it when it's exaggerated. Yeah, drunk Malu is fun. Drunk Malu is fun. Yeah, drunk. I have to admit, alcohol does make Malo funner, but I'm working on that on the sober side. I am. But yeah, I think it's just time to go. Because I really need to go pee. And it's really far away because this house is really, really big. And I've been on this live stream for an hour and 15 minutes. And I think we've gone around and done everything that we needed to say. And I've shown you my shop, which is completely a disaster still, but it's a work in progress. Well, you're very welcome. I'm very happy to share my bubbliness. Of course, unfortunately, this was not the bubbly, the real champagne, right? It's just it's just wine from Costco. That's it. Anyways, I love you guys, and I don't promise, but I promise to try to make a video and show you guys like just our to-do list. I will literally just like, this is our to-do list and show you what we have to do. You are funny even when you are sober. Ce fat poivre in the video with Ben is still a very funny part. Aww. Yeah, that was a really good one. But you know, the French humor is so much different. Like, you can literally say something with a French accent and everybody in Quebec will understand, like, the joke, but nobody in the world will understand. Like, hey, I'm gonna get peppered. Right, Jean-Philippe? It doesn't work. That you say it in French. Je vais me faire poivrer. And that's like getting a whole bunch of, like a splash in your face of like snow, and it's just like it hurts because it literally like stings your face. But yeah, I need to go pee. Mora, yes, I do. Jean-Philippe, thank you. I love you guys. All right, I will go pee, and I'm gonna end this live stream like that. Bye.